In every moment, my love will be tempted, concealed and forever always.
Thank you, Army, all around the world for your endless love and support for Seokjin. Before we dive into tonight's breathtaking story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because what you're about to read isn't just another stage performance. It's something that made the world stop for a moment. It's about Seokjin's newest dance, a masterpiece of emotion, silence, and meaning that left millions speechless. The atmosphere that night was unlike any other. The bright, colorful lights dimmed into a soft silver glow, and the giant screen behind the stage revealed a single silhouette, a man standing still in the center. As the spotlight focused, Seokjin appeared alone, without backup dancers, without any extravagant effects, just him, the music, and the air heavy with emotion. But strangely, the silence felt powerful. Was this just a solo dance? Or was it something deeper, a silent confession told through movement? The beat started, gentle yet haunting. Seokjin raised his hand slowly, eyes glimmering beneath the lights, and began to move. His gestures were graceful, yet heavy with meaning. Every motion carried a message, as if he were writing a letter through dance. A message only those truly watching could understand. And that's when the magic began. Fans who were there in person later said, the moment he started dancing, it felt like time stopped. Why did his movements feel so personal? Why did it seem like every turn, every reach of his arm, was holding something unspoken? Seokjin wore a simple yet dazzling silver outfit that reflected the stage lights like starlight. Each movement caused the light to ripple across his body, as though the night sky itself was dancing with him. He looked straight toward the audience, and for a moment, directly into the camera. That look soft but piercing. It felt like he was speaking to someone far beyond the crowd. Was this performance a message of longing? Or was it something he couldn't say out loud? Perhaps a silent note meant for someone who wasn't there? Then, suddenly, the music stopped. The arena fell into complete silence. No background vocals, no instruments, just Seokjin standing alone under a single beam of white light. He closed his eyes, bowed his head slightly, and then continued dancing. Without sound, without rhythm, only his body spoke. Every move carried weight, every turn, every pause, felt like a piece of his soul. When he reached out his hand, it felt like farewell. When he spun around, there was longing. And when he stopped, eyes glistening with emotion. The audience could feel it. This was not just a dance. It was a confession wrapped in silence. It's rare for an artist to make thousands of people fall silent without a single word. But Seokjin did it. Some armies later wrote online, I don't know why, but watching him dance felt like watching his life story unfold. His movements were delicate yet powerful. It felt real, like he was dancing from his heart. Was the dance a reflection of his inner battles, of time apart, of waiting, of strength in solitude? Or was it a love letter to Army, who waited for him patiently, never letting go? At the end of the performance, Seokjin didn't leave right away. He stood there quietly, then smiled, that small, genuine smile only he could give. Minutes after the show ended, while Seokjin shot to the top of global trends, not just because his dance was stunning, but because of the emotion that radiated from every step, fans began analyzing each motion, trying to decode his message. One noticed that his left hand made a crescent shape, like a moon. Another saw his right hand wave upward, as if reaching for the sky. Coincidence? Or a hidden message? Perhaps to someone who's far away. Later, when Seokjin was asked about the performance, he simply said, sometimes words can't express everything, so I dance. That one sentence said it all, because that night, Seokjin didn't just perform. He spoke, not through lyrics, but through rhythm, not through melody, but through movement. Many believe that dance marked a new chapter for him, a transformation from the gentle vocalist known for laughter and warmth into an artist who expresses truth through art. Seokjin wasn't just performing to impress anymore. He was dancing to heal himself, to reach out to those who might be hurting quietly, just like him. As the lights slowly dimmed, the final spotlight stayed fixed on Seokjin, his hand resting over his heart. There were no fireworks, no loud endings, only silence, soft and profound. And in that silence, the world felt something powerful. Was it a sign of a new beginning? A secret message for the other BTS members walking their own paths? Or perhaps a symbol of connection, a way of saying, I'm here, I never left? No one knows for sure. But what everyone agreed on was that Seokjin's dance wasn't just wow, it was also WHY. Why did he choose to dance alone? Why did he look so emotional, yet so free? And why did each step feel like a message written directly for ARMY? Whatever the reason, that moment will live forever in the hearts of fans. The image of Seokjin standing alone under the spotlight, dressed like a star that refused to fade, will never be forgotten. A performance without words, yet louder than any song. A story told entirely through movement, light, and silence. Maybe that was the real magic, that sometimes the most powerful performances say nothing at all, yet leave you feeling everything. And yet, as the lights dimmed in the rehearsal hall that night, something about Seokjin's movement felt different. His silhouette tall, graceful, and controlled, cut through the shadows with the quiet power of a performer reborn. The mirrors around him reflected not only his image, but the intensity in his eyes. Each step seemed to whisper a story, a declaration that this was no longer the Seokjin who danced just for stage, formations, or choreography. This was Seokjin the artist, the storyteller through dance. Could this be the start of a new era? Could it be that Jin, known for his soulful voice and charm, was now preparing to shock the world with a performance that would redefine his image? The room seemed to breathe with tension. Rumors began to spread among fans online. A staff member's short clip just 2 seconds of Seokjin spinning under blue lights surfaced on a private account before being deleted. But that was all it took. ARMEs across platforms began decoding his moves, comparing his footwork to past performances. Some claimed it resembled the passionate intensity of contemporary dance. Others saw hints of tango or modern jazz. And the biggest question burned through every fan forum. What exactly is Jin preparing for? One ARMY wrote, the way he moved, it wasn't idle choreography. It was storytelling. It felt like emotion in motion. Another added, this isn't the Jin we knew from 2020 or even 2022. This is something deeper, darker, more personal. Behind those observations lay a truth Jin had hinted at months earlier during an interview, his desire to express what words couldn't at that time. Fans didn't think much of it. But now, with this mysterious dance surfacing, every clue suddenly made sense. Was this Seokjin's long-awaited solo era in motion? And yet, he remained silent. No official statement, no teasers, no hashtags, just silence. A silence that grew louder as speculation deepened. Could it be that Jin wanted the art to speak first, without the usual noise of promotions? As fans replayed the leaked seconds in slow motion, some noticed a subtle pattern, a symbolic gesture repeated twice. His hand brushing his chest and extending toward the audience. Could it mean something? Was it a silent message to ARMY? Perhaps a representation of his return, or a reflection of emotions he carried during his military service. Hours turned into days, and the mystery only grew stronger. A few dance experts who analyzed the brief footage commented that Jin's movement showed incredible control techniques only developed through intense personal training. He's mastered body isolation and emotional flow. One noted, that doesn't happen overnight. He's been practicing for months, maybe years. It left everyone wondering, when did he have the time? Between duties, schedules, and obligations, when did Seokjin find the space to rediscover his body through dance? Could it be that even during his quietest periods, when the world thought he was resting, he was actually building something breathtaking? Every new whisper, every shadowed image only deepened the suspense, and one phrase echoed through fan spaces worldwide: Jin is coming, but not as you expect. And now, as insiders hint that the wild dance is tied to a secret project launching soon, one can't help but wonder, what will Seokjin reveal when the lights finally rise? Will this dance be a message of rebirth, love, or something entirely unexpected? The stage waits, the world holds its breath, and somewhere, behind closed doors, Seokjin dances once more, preparing to make history again.